Scene is set for Living World of Darkness, New York's Hunter venue. Charlie, or Matt as he's known to many, is currently going around an area looking for Aaron. This happened a bit of a while back. We've been meaning to do a scene for some time. But he's looking around for Aaron. Because of, unfortunately, recent events. Well, recent back then, and things have only gotten worse since. So he'll check the first underpass where we originally met him. Keep an eye out for fresh hunter signs. Then he'll check the area where we met him the second time, and he'll just kind of try to spiral out from there. When he's going into poorly lit areas, he'll just try and activate Discern, see if he can spot anybody, or well, help him with the darkness at least. But he's got a bag with him, a few things in it, just moving around the area. I'm not sure if he'll see anybody or not. Hopefully he will. It might take him some time.
Did you want to do a perception versus stealth roll, Kevin?
Um, I guess I will.
Yeah, I'm rolling at a -2 penalty. Because I failed my stamina roll this month. Pretty sure that's a failure on my part. So yeah,
Yep.
doesn't take you that long.
He'll go near him once more. He's not going to go straight over because of, well, things have happened. He might be. This guy's always been a bit spooked. Aaron's always been a bit spooked, but might be a bit worse than normal. So he'll just kind of sit down. He'll open lunchbox like he had before. He'll just kind of leave it outside of his own reach. Just push it just outside of his own reach. Give Aaron some time to get used to him again.
Yeah. So when you start to approach him, he looks worse than he did last time because I failed this month's stamina roll, which our ST was so surprised when I looked at him and went, "Yeah, I need a stamina roll because I'm homeless." So yeah, he looks worse and he's a bit more jittery than usual, and yeah, it takes him a minute to react. About the time where you're opening the lunchbox, he kind of starts to inch away on the ground without getting up, and he's just muttering. How close are you?
Um, he'll be within about 10 meters. That's close enough from home. I know you're here, but he's actually sitting down on the ground. He's not standing, and the thing is
Yeah.
out of reach him. So he'd be at a
Yeah,
disadvantage. He's intentionally putting himself
yeah,
at a
he,
disadvantage if there's a fight or something.
yeah, he'd probably end up backing up into one of the pillars under the overpass, and he's just muttering, shaking his head.
Did Aaron say his name the last time?
Yeah,
Good. Do you remember me, Aaron? He'll wait a while before he speaks.
you, you can't make me go, Charlie. That's how he responds. You can't make me go, Charlie. Can't make me go. No, no, not gonna go. No, not, no.
I believe he introduced himself as Matt, not Charlie before.
He did.
Yeah. So, you don't have to go to them, but if you stay here, you're already looking pretty bad. I can take you somewhere warm, where you won't be hungry. Because I know there are some things, unfortunately, on the streets.
Uh, He's gonna pull the rock out of the pocket of the hoodie, and he's going to scrawl the martyr sign on the ground in front of him, and then he's gonna slam the rock into it.
He didn't make it. He tried to stop some bad people, some bad things. You probably saw that though.
He's just kind of sitting there, kind of rocking back and forth.
You were there. You know he could defend himself, but there was too many of them. If you stay here, you're in more danger than if you come with me. I'm not going to tell you that I can bring you anywhere that's completely 100% safe, but it will be safer. And I will be able to keep an eye on you and help you a lot more. And I'd like to roll my leadership role.
And it's gonna be contested. You gonna spend willpower?
No.
I'm spending willpower.
Okay.
Well, that's not quite as pathetic as I thought it would end up as.
So you got 2 successes and I got 6, so I beat you by 4.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. 4 of those fucking successes are 10s. At that point, the player just throws his hands up in the air and goes, "Well, fuck it, all right." Yeah, he still looks jittery as hell. He just scribbles the fucking martyr sign out and just kind of shakes his head and says, gonna point at you. He's gonna point to the martyr symbol. And he's gonna go, I don't. I've never seen the other one before. I know. I know you were there, and I know. He's gonna point to the sign. I know Ryu was there. I don't know about the other one.
I think Ryu was, well, if he wasn't one of those, he'll point towards the sign, he was something similar. We don't fit into boxes that easily. We can take our time. I'll tell you what, if you come with me, if you don't like it, you can leave. If you decide to stay the night and you don't like it in the morning, you can leave. That'll be an option for you. And whenever you want, you can leave. I'd hope you'd still talk to me, but it gives you a way out, especially if you don't feel the place is safe. We can always find somewhere else.
He'll kind of start to get up, and he'll stagger a bit. And he'll kind of lean on the wall as he starts to walk towards Charlie.
Charlie will stand up, but he'll let Aaron approach. But he'll be kind of on guard in case Aaron looks like he's going to stumble forward, particularly when he gets closer, so he could stop him from falling face first into the ground.
It's not like he's used to that or anything. But yeah, he'll walk or stagger, depending. However, fucking might as well have botched that stamina roll, to be honest with you. Wasn't a lot of dice to begin with. Yeah, he'll fumble his way over.
He'll offer him one of the sandwiches.
Yeah, Aaron will take it. And he'll just kind of chew at it.
Would you be okay with us getting a taxi? You seem a little bit under the weather.
And he'll just kind of nod.
So yeah, Charlie will arrange for a taxi. Drop it off. Get him to drop off. Not straight outside his door, but somewhere that's not, like within a few hundred meters. Probably won't be too bad for Aaron. And yeah, he will. He's not thrilled about it in some ways, but yeah, he'll be bringing him back to his apartment. And I'll go up the elevator. We get inside. He'll show him around, and show him a room. It's fairly plain. There is a fire escape outside the window. Shows it that it's got blinds that are closed, so people can't see in. But he'll show them where the bathroom is. And show them the room has. It's fairly plain, but there is a small mini fridge inside there, kind of put off to the side. It seems to be stocked with. There is some fruit in there, but there's also junk fruit, sugary things as well. Just a variety of different things. I think this is your room. Just try to keep the noise down. The neighbors might get upset. The setup is a loft kind of thing. So this is just it's not a huge room. It's actually going to be probably quite cramped, but I doubt Aaron would complain.
No, I'll just crawl into the corner and sit down and watch the door. No windows, right?
There is a window, but the blinds are closed. There's a fire.
He'll be in the corner. Yeah, he'll be on the corner opposite of the window then, and he'll be watching the fire escape in the door.
Well, blinds are closed, so they don't have to. People can't see in. Kind of thing.
Oh, it doesn't matter. People can still go through blinds.
But Charlie will show him around the apartment, and show him where the trash is, show him where some of the things are, and he'll bring out the bag he had with him. This is one of the things I use. We'll show it. It's appears to contain makeup and wigs and a few other things. Most of the things I've seen, they're not. Some of them might be able to see through this kind of stuff, but a lot of them can't. It throws them off. So, if at some future point you do go back out there, it can make you look different. Different clothes, makeup. And they won't be able to recognize you if they see you again. I suppose we could do something like we could order some pizza. Maybe is there a movie you like or one you saw that you think might help get your mind off things, help you relax a bit?
He'll just kind of shrug. It's been a while.
We can go through a few things. See what catches your eye. And yeah, how do you feel about? Because obviously you're not going to RP out them watching movies and ordering food. And yeah, he'll order whatever the hell Aaron wants. If he wants Chinese or pizza or whatever, he'll just
He is not picky at all.
yeah.
He'll tell you whatever you want to get. And are you gonna pull out DVDs or are you going to use the Netflix?
He'll probably use Netflix.
It's like sorcery to him.
This is something it's been coming out the last few years of the internet getting better. He'll show him just like old TV shows, movies, because there is ridiculous amounts of stuff on Netflix. So if he comes across something that he likes, they can sit down and watch that. But yeah, I can imagine that being somewhat mind-blowing to somebody who's been off the grid for a few years.
Yeah. God help you if you try to explain to him Wi-Fi. He's just gonna look at you like you're an alien.
No, yes. But he'll give him. I'm not sure if he still has the same phone. There will be a fresh phone in the room.
Oh yeah, the cell phone you threw at him.
Yeah.
It's dead. In fact, the screen's probably broken too.
Yeah,
From the 50 messages we got left that one night.
yeah. He'll just be trying to get him to kind of get used to the area at the moment, and he'll kind of leave show him a notepad on the counter. There's like, I'll be going out shopping in a few days. If there's anything you'd like, just let me know. And yeah, he'll just try and get him to feel a bit safer in the area. So I'm going to roll leadership again, just to try and get him to, yeah, calm down. Because I believe he saw burn marks before, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, he would have put an electric blanket in the room. There's not an electric blanket in that room. There are plenty of blankets and sheets and stuff in that room, however. I'm just trying to get him to stay calm and not freak out. Smash through a window with a chair. Of course, success is still pretty good.
God damn it. You have both of those merits, I forgot.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
So, yeah, Charlie's going to spend the next while he'll spend the rest of the night there. He's actually probably going to spend the next day there. Just making sure, like, he's actually probably cleared this kind of, he's probably not going to spend, he'll probably spend the entirety of the next day there as well. And then the day after that, he'll leave, and he'll let Aaron know, I'm leaving, I'll be back in an hour if you need anything, ring me. And then he'll come back an hour after, like, he probably is just going down across the way, just see how Aaron does for an hour by himself, and he comes back and blazes on fire, and we've clearly made a big mistake. We'll show Aaron where the fire extinguishers. Actually, he's probably gotten additional small fire extinguishers in.
That's wise. Yeah, before you take off, he's actually going to ask if you have like a toolkit.
Why? What you want to do?
Just you always hit a toolkit.
Yeah, but what do you want to do with the toolkit?
I don't know. Sometimes I think of things.
Well, I'll show you what the toolkit, where the toolkit is, when I come back if you've told him anything.
Okay.
And yeah, he'll come back after an hour, and hopefully the place isn't, disarray.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a roll now. Hold on. I'm double checking my dice rolls. Yeah. Okay, so that's 5, and that's... that's convenient. Okay. First, I have to make the investigation roll. God damn it! I should have spent willpower. Okay. But after that, turns up nothing at all. If it's the botch.
It wasn't a botch. You got an 8.
Yeah.
It wasn't a botch, so it's just a fail. You just can't find it.
I got 2 ones.
But you got an 8 as well.
One takes away an 8.
Yeah, but
That's right.
Yes, it's not a botch.
Yeah, I'm thinking of revised. That's okay. I'll just use a share.
Oh god. So yeah, when Charlie comes back, he will knock on the door and say who it is before he opens the door.
Yeah, so when you start to open the door, Aaron slams it shut in your face. Hold on. And Charlie will hear, some clunking, and
Yeah.
and he'll probably hear like a, clunking, and a couple of like clatters, and then Aaron will say, "Okay."
Charlie will very slowly and cautiously enter. What the fuck does he see?
Aaron took a couple of chairs,
Yeah.
and since he couldn't find the toolkit, there's a few butter knives on the ground with some screws because he was using them to undo the screws from the chairs. It's kind of an elaborate doorstop, and it looks like, if he had some more materials, like he might have been looking around the house for them, that it could have perhaps been a mount for a crossbow. Well, crossbow. Now, think of it more like a harpoon launcher, He just needed to find an elastic strap.
Okay, Aaron, why were you making that?
Because most people go to the front door first. I wanted to get the front door done first. Then I could take care of the windows.
Okay. I do have people come over sometimes. I'll let you know when, if you want to be here or if you want to be away at that time or you just want to be in the room. That's fine, I'll let you know beforehand. But you can't have that all over the apartment. If you want to do some stuff in your room, you can. But if you have stuff there, I'm going to come back and forget it's there some night, and I'm going to get hurt. Or maybe there will be a leak, and the lady downstairs will complain, and the super will come up, and he could get hurt. Through no fault of his own. But if you want to set up something in your room, that's fair enough.
I'm just gonna kind of look at the windows and be like, but the windows.
But when you're in here, you'll be awake. You'll be able to keep an eye, and we do have an alarm. We can set them for just the outside, internally, and that'll give you some warning. But I can't have traps all over the place.
Do you want me to put the chairs back together?
Let's not worry about the chairs for a moment. Let's just try and relax,
Okay.
get you back on your feet. They're just chairs. They don't matter. It's just I know I might come back someday and I might forget about something. I might get hurt. Or, like I said, the super could come in. Things could happen.
Well, I could. Just gotta look over at one of the lamps and go. I could just. Wouldn't be lethal. They don't actually generate enough wattage to really do a lot of damage, but knocks them out. I could
Yeah, but they could
take one of the lamps apart and.
If, like I said, the super came back and knocked them out. Or if they found me and I forgot about it, I was knocked out lying out in the corridor, then they might call the police, and then they'll come in here, and then they'll find a bunch of traps set up, and they're going to start asking questions. That'll attract attention.
And when you mention the police, he starts to get jittery.
But that's what we're trying to avoid, being discreet. If you keep it in your room, I won't go in without knocking on the door, letting you open the door, because that's your room.
Okay. Yeah, and he'll nod, and he'll kind of look at the lamp again, because you can tell he hasn't been anywhere with access to electricity for a while, so the gears are starting to turn.
But let's not do anything that would hurt anybody. Something that could raise the alarm or just, barricade the door. But I might have something you might find interesting. And then he'll come out of his bedroom after a few minutes, and he'll hold up something rectangular. This is a smoke bomb. They make them for these type of ones for paintball and airsoft, that kind of thing. So I saw some things before that, even with the sight, I couldn't see through the darkness that was around them. But if I can't see, why should they be able to see? That's the way I see it. So if you put those in, and if somebody tried to come into your room, you'll know the layout of your room. You'll know where everything is. And if somebody tries to break in, well, you can have things to make noise and things, but you know the layout. If the room is filled with some of this smoke, which will go out very quickly, but won't start a fire, then they'll be stumbling and falling over things, and you'll be able to get out. That seemed like a reasonable compromise?
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, the gaps between when he's gone out for will increase, and he'll make sure Aaron knows where the bathroom is, and like not the first night, but later on, if you go, he'll let Aaron know if he wants to take a shower. Like he'll have gotten some just general clothes for men. Like if he wants to take a shower, that Charlie, if Aaron wants, Charlie will stay outside the bathroom and make sure, and like obviously Aaron can lock it from the inside himself, but he'll make sure nobody comes up. He'll keep a lookout, even though it's inside of a locked apartment. But that might help Aaron get used to things a bit more.
Yeah, that actually will. And hold on, maybe to actually make one more roll. Spending a point of willpower.
Well, you spent willpower.
Wow. It's like I'm playing 40K. Yeah, so it'll probably take a while, but yeah. Apparently it's harder to put chairs apart than it is to take them apart and make them into a horrible, horrible javelin thrower.
Yeah, he's very much trying to encourage him, just don't make anything lethal, but if you want something that makes noise and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Now I have to make another. Hold on. Keep saying things. I'm just giving me ideas, Kevin. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just, a couple things that, you can put into some stuff that'll rattle pretty easily. And whatever twine you've got around the house. You'll come back at one point, and the windows will be hooked up to something that's kind of out of the way near the ceiling. But if the windows open, they jingle.
Yeah. Charlie might actually go out and get some small independent alarms, independent of the main alarm system for if the windows are opened, and he'll let Aaron know he's doing this and let him know what the sounds sound like. And I actually have construction too at this stage, so he might. I'll give it a roll to possibly have each of the windows, the sound for if those windows are opened, have a different sound to them. So he'll let Aaron know it's like if we do it this way, it's more discreet. There's not strings. People won't notice it, and when you hear the noise, if we take a little while getting used to it, we'll know if somebody's opening a window, what window they're opening up. So we'll know where they are.
By the way, Kevin.
Yep.
You do realize your blue booking just got so much more complicated now, don't you?
Yeah, we're gonna have to sit down and do stuff. But I'm gonna roll for actually setting that up, and because changing the tone of it shouldn't be that complicated, especially for construction.
Actually, if you buy different brands, most of the time different brands actually have different tones. Because I know the ones you're talking about. I used to sell them to people for this exact reason.
Yeah, but you can see why. Like, I think Aaron could accept this over the strings because that's just one noise. This way, you know, there it's window, and Aaron might be able to get his head around that a bit more. And yeah,
like 5 or 6 years with no electricity.
On the PowerPoint, yeah, on the PowerPoint there. So yeah, I'm just succeeding installing these things. But yeah, hopefully Aaron starts to, relax a little bit after a few days. He's not going to be, exactly a model.
It's not like somebody rolled a fucking, leadership test and got 4 10s or anything. That damn son of a bitch.
So yeah, we might leave the scene there.
You can never bitch when I play a character that's just horrifyingly social. You can never bitch. I'll destroy you if you bitch.
I had to build up to this. I had no leadership initially, but let's leave the scene there.